Good morning. Today I'm out on the paddle in Hampshire. I'm starting out from a place called Barley Mow and I'll be paddling down to Oriham Castle. It's about a 9 mile paddle in total, there and back. I'm going to have to see how the time goes. I left at 5:30 in the morning to get here and it's about sort of 8 AM now, so I need to be off the water before the traffic builds up on the M3 and M25, but I'll do what I can do and we'll see where we go. Well, as you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful day. The sun's reflecting on the water and the water's like a mill pond. There is a towpath running along the right hand side here, so at times we'll probably see a few walkers and dog walkers, maybe cyclists. It's approximately 4.5 miles to Oriham Castle. And I won't be getting out there, we'll be turning back, heading back to Barley Mow. Maybe if I've got time, because I'm aware of the M25 traffic building up and it's a Friday, I may go a bit further down the canal as well. Oriham Castle is commonly known as King John's Castle, but I'll explain a little bit more about that later on. Well, we've got absolute silence other than birdsong, and in the distance I can actually hear a train. You tend to find that train lines run parallel to canals. That was actually the thing that killed these waterways off. It's really nice to get out on a decent day again, finally. It's been a long time coming. We're in mid-July, which is actually about the time I finished off the Medway Canoe Trail last year and was on the video I was talking about my trip up to Scotland, kayaking in Scotland last year. Well, I was going to say I had the canal to myself, but there is quite a lot of walkers out already. You know, it's early, but then again it's an absolutely beautiful day. Can't blame them. And while I was setting up, I was here very early and I couldn't really warrant using my electric pump because there was a couple of narrow boats moored up. I'm sure they're still asleep, but I got talking to a nice lady that's local, but she's just bought herself a Aquamarina kayak and she was just setting up out on her first paddle on a kayak, so yeah, it's quite nice sort of having a chat to someone local and about the canal, what to look for. As you can see, the scenery is absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. I think I'll have to reach for the sunscreen soon. Not take any chances. It's very, very warm already, and obviously very easy to get burnt on the river or the canal in this case. Right, just got a down paddle and have a drop of water. Just try not to end up in the bank there. Onward. What a place to live. We're just coming up to our second bridge now. I'll see if I can get the name off of it as I go under it, see if I can see it. There's the nameplates on the bridges along here. As it's a canal, obviously they're way markers. But already it's quite nice to get into the shade for a moment, just to get the sun off me. Just coming up so I can see it. No, I can't see it. I'll have to I'll put it up when I produce the video. Quite a steep bank on the left here. And there's a statue of the unknown soldier, least we forget, on the bank. Very steep banks to the left. Obviously still the footpath to the right, or the towpath. Quite a lot of debris in the water. I need to avoid large branches and sticks sticking out the water, so it's got to be a bit aware of them. But then in all fairness, when I'm on rivers like the Medway, I've got to look out for fishing lines and fishermen. Just see a kingfisher fly past, gone up in the tree, so fingers crossed we'll catch a few of them on film as it's early morning and no one's about. Beautiful little birdies. As I often do in my videos, when I'm out on a nice quiet stretch of water, I'm just going to down my paddle and let you listen to what I'm hearing. Nothing but the sound of bird song, and obviously me paddling, me waffling on. Well, while I'm ambling along the river, I thought I may as well sort of update you on some future plans. So obviously I want to get out more in the summer, kayaking. However, the rivers and the canals get very busy at this time of year. The school children break up today, so the next few weeks, or the next 6 weeks, can be quite manic, but I'll see what I can do. I am, in a few weeks time, although I won't be filming it, I'm going down to the New Forest with a couple of my grandchildren and their father, his partner, and her children. So we're just having a 4 days private time down in New Forest, but I'll use that as a recce because I haven't been down there for absolutely. The last time I was down there I was on manoeuvres, which is many years ago, so I'm quite looking forward to that, and I'll do a recce maybe for a future visit on my own. A few weeks after that, think about the week after the children go back to school, to try and get it a bit more peaceful. A friend of mine and me are going to down to Dartmoor, and we should be doing about 2 or 3 days wild camping on the moors, so I'm really looking forward to that. So is he hasn't done that for years, so that should be a very good crack. Thoroughly looking forward to that. Not too much planned further on. I was thinking before the bad weather sets in, getting back up to Scotland and finishing off some of the lochs that I didn't get round to doing a couple of weeks ago when I was up there wild camping. So if the weather's half good, half decent, I might get up there in October. We're played it one by ear. Well, a little way back when I was recording, I sort of suddenly turned to the bank and I see an elderly fella staring at me like I was an absolute lunatic because I was going along the river or the canal talking to myself. That's the problem of having a camera and narrating. People stare at you like you're an absolute lunatic. Morning.
Morning.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Lovely.
There's a few people on the towpath now. Runner just gone past us, and you may just be able to make them out on the right hand side. There's some cyclists coming along, so obviously the world's awake now. Morning. I don't know if the camera's picking this up on the mic, but you can hear the wind coming through the trees. Just a really nice gentle breeze now. I'm obviously in the shade, so it's quite a nice section. I was just thinking as I paddle down here in the peace and quiet and no one about, how I haven't been out on a canal for several years. Yet this is so similar to the non-tidal section of the River Medway. Although obviously, obviously at certain times of the week you'll get a lot more motorised craft on it. But when you get up to the Tunbridge end, there's a lot less. But that section of the river was really sort of more or less modelled on a canal anyway. It's only when you get a bit further down when it widens out that it's sort of really noticeably a river. And then when you get to Allington Lock, it becomes tidal, going through the rest of the Medway down to the coast. I also appreciate, obviously, when I'm videoing this, that I've got to heavily edit it, because as much as I'm out here thoroughly enjoying every second of it, looking around and taking in the views, on the video it can all look very much the same unless there's some focal point like a narrow boat or a house or a bend. So, but I try to just give you what I feel are the best bits, but yeah, sometimes my videos are a little bit long. Alright, I think I'll have a little water break. Quite glad I bought 3 or 4 bottles today. And some, they're very nice as well. I've actually bought a 4-pack lunch with me today because I'm not, obviously, as I said earlier, I'm in on the Basingstoke Canal, so I'm not local. It's a 140-mile round trip, and then about 4.5 to 5 hours, maybe longer on the paddle. So it's going to be quite a long day. I've not had much joy with the kingfisher since the first one I saw, but I think as we get later into the morning you're going to see even less. I've only actually seen 2 ducks, which is unusual. I'm used to places like the Medway where you see lots of ducks, lots of swans, actually lots of kingfishers on the Medway. Again, mainly early morning. It's shy little birds. I'm sticking to the right hand side of the canal now. as I should. As I said, further down there's a cruiser hire centre. You just never know, something might just come around the corner, and they should be, well, depends on the size of it. Sometimes they'll be in the centre for the depth, or more over to the right, so I should stick to the right hand side. And there we go, we're going under the A287 now. There's no doubt you can hear. Never far from civilization. Looks like there might be a canoe hire on the left. Oh yeah, right. Not canoes. They're not canoes. They're rowing boats. Couple of paddleboarders coming down. See two abreast. So they go into single file before I get there. Oh yeah, you're right. Great day, isn't it?
Lovely.
There's an awful lot of traffic noise on this section, but yeah, it's all good. Still on the river. It's to be expected in parts. I believe it's the B3349. And we'll pass under that shortly and then carry on towards Odiham. Not to be confused with Bodiam. I'm not leaving a B out. That's in East Sussex. Not too far from where I live. Well, it's narrowed right down now. With a lot of reeds either side. Quite often going over large chunks of wood. Can't really avoid them now. Trying to stick to the middle to avoid getting tangled up in the weed. Oh, there's an old barge. Look at the state of that. What's that? Some ducks? Yeah, some ducks chilling out on top of it. Basically sunbathing. Hello, ducks. No, not impressed. Well, I'm just approaching the other road bridge now, which I was speaking about earlier. So once I've gone under that, I think there's a sharp left turn, and won't be long before I'm at Oriham Castle, which I've been led to believe you can see from the canal, so at least you get to eyeball it, even if I don't actually go round it today. And that's it, we're passing under the B3349. Very welcome piece of shade. Got an idea where I am now. This looks like that's the lift bridge ahead. And then under that you've got Odiham Castle on the right. Hello. Looking where I'm going again. I'm just going to pedal slowly and have a little break. I think I might check the time now, roughly. It's... let's see it. Alright. So I've been on the pedal for 2.5 hours and basically without stopping, so I do give my arms a rest for the return journey anyway. Pedal down for a moment, take in the view ahead. That lift bridge certainly looks low. Not even sure my camera will go under that. Well, we'll soon find out. Morning. Gorgeous day.
Gary, will you just try and go? I'll give it a go when we get back.
Right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stop over here on the left and have a drink. I might have a bite to eat, and then I'll get back to you and show you the castle as I pass it. Well, I'm just about to pass the castle, so I'll just give you a glimpse of it on the left hand side. It's I could possibly put in there, and there it is. Odiham Castle, King John's Castle. I was actually going to try and put in here, exit the water here, but there's actually sort of like bollards in the water, so I can't get close to this bank. I think it's deliberate. The front of the kayak's in, but I won't be able to get the back in, so I'll just show you the castle, and maybe another time I'll be able to land somewhere and get out and actually view it. Right, onward and upward. Well, I just stopped for lunch just past the castle. I didn't get out the kayak. I was trying to get out on the bank, but my legs are dead. So I just basically pulled into the side, had my sandwich and some crisps, and had a few visitors, a few ducks around me, swans, trying to eat my lunch. It's quite nice. On my way back now, I think behind me you can see the lift bridge, which apparently you can get under. Yeah, I'll tell what, what a fight. It was better on the way back because I knew to actually move off my chair, lay flat in the kayak and pull myself through. Not the easiest thing to do, but it's not easy to get out here with the net was on the bank and the height of it, and carry the kayak over, so it's done. So right, I'm heading back now. I'll do a bit of recording on the way back. There's a few things I missed on the way down, so I'll get back to you soon.